Let me show. Oh my god!
Truth is,
I just broke it. Sugar foot. This is why we can't have nice things. Welcome to my balcony garden tour. Today I'm going to give you a sneak peek into just my little oasis, my jungle, my home, my tropical paradise, if you will. It's a little crowded. I'm just taking the view for a second. I am on the top floor of my building in Japan. And I really excuse the slippers. I supposed to wear them, but because I have the turf down, fake grass, whatever, I tend to not use them when I'm on my balcony. Yeah. So they're just there for show. I will kick them out of the way soon. I don't know how many plants I have. I have a lot. It's a lot. I actually wanted some tomatoes, but I don't think I'll be able to do them this year because I literally have no space. No space. Yeah, that's inside my indoor plants. So on my balcony I have fruit trees. I have lots of herbs and other little miscellaneous things, and everything is edible, by the way, or medicinal in some way, so I can consume every single thing that I have on my balcony right now. Okay, so where should we start? Since I have so many things going on out here, I think I will start with my herbs. So I have 3 beautiful lemon balms. What they're on is actually from my old apartment. On my balcony I had, what's it called? I'm in a greenhouse, right? So because we have winter, so I used to use this inside. However, I just prefer to have it out here underneath, that's hidden behind all the turf, or like my supplies and my extra things, and they're protected from the rain and etc. So my lemon balm, I have, this one is really flourishing and growing well. These two, they are healthy, as you can see, but they aren't growing as fast as this one. Not sure why, but they'll pick up soon. They're slow growers. So with my lemon balm, I use it when I'm cooking. I use some of the baby leaves in salads. I season my meat with it. I also make tinctures. So what I do, when it gets big enough, I trim off some of the leaves and I put them in a mason jar with 80 proof alcohol. So I usually use vodka because it doesn't really have much of a taste to it. It does, but it won't. The vodka won't really affect the taste of the lemon balm. That's what I should say. So I use that, and I will put it in like a drop of my tea, or if I'm rushing late, it helps with my stomach issues. It's really, trust me, it's really an amazing pan. You should have. I have done it with seeds. However, this year I didn't get to start my seed processing early enough in winter, so I actually bought seedlings. This is the name. I actually bought the seedlings at a store called Nagoya Garage. Okay, well, that doesn't want to go in. So I usually I got these seedlings at Nagoya Garage Flower Shop. It's amazing. And we'll just jump over into this. Well, you can peep, it's a peach. We won't show you the full peach yet. And these are baby basil plants, like sweet basil. I love basil. So I actually had basil plants like flourishing last year. So what I did was I allowed it to go to seed, and I left them outside during winter, so they dried up. And then once the flowers dried, I just took off the seeds and sprinkled them around the base of some plants. And now that spring is here, they're growing. So if you want to do that, you can do that. If you grow your basil outside and winter comes, just leave them when they go to seed. Then when they dry, sprinkle them around, and when spring comes, you forget about it and you just see them popping up. So those are my lemon balms. Gorgeous. Onto my chamomile. So I have 2 chamomile plants. Both I got again from the Nagoya Garage Flower shop. They were so tiny when I bought them, but look at them now. I use my chamomile, of course, to make tea. I have really sensitive skin, so I tend to make a lot of my soaps and butters and creams and oils. I usually buy from Lee Creates, but when I can't, I tend to make my own, because it works. I know what my skin can handle, so it works well for me. And I infuse like my dried chamomile in olive oil, in jojoba oil, and I mix them together with a cocoa butter and everything, and it's just amazing for my skin. And again, you can make tinctures from these. You can infuse it with hot water, and you can use the hot water to just rinse your hair. But if I want it to last longer, I just use the vodka as well in a mason jar, or any kind of jar works. Yes. Now in my 10-gallon pot. Yes, it's my time. I love cooking. I love cooking with thyme. I guess as a Jamaican, we grew up eating or cooking with a lot of herbs, a lot of spices, and thyme. Trust me, thyme can save a dish. Like if you use the thyme right, girl, listen, it can save any kind of culinary mess that you make. That's a lot of pressure, I know. Don't worry, it can. Just so you know, these pots, they are the cloth bags. They are 5-gallon pots. They are amazing. You should use these grow bags or any kind of cloth pots. They get aerated naturally. It's just amazing. In this I have 5. Is it? Yes. You can't tell the difference now, but I have 5 thyme plants. 3. So there's one here, and here. They are lemon. So lemon thyme. They have a beautiful lemon aroma to them, and it goes well with any kind of dish. I sometimes I will pick them and harvest them and dry them, and then put them in a little bottle and use them. Or most times I use them fresh as well. And these 2 right here, They are common thyme. I love thyme, and I hope that they survive this time because I don't know why, but thyme is always dead from me. Like, it's the one plant that always dies. And you know, speaking blessings and everything and niceness and 10 good positive words to you every day, and you are flourishing. Yes, and you better stay flourishing. No pressure though, no pressure, just no pressure. Okay, let's see. So this is like my herb corner, if you want to call it that. Let me see if I can get the, yeah, perfect. So my herb corner, I have rosemary, sage, and lavender. These are like my 3 go-to herbs. They are amazing. I simply adore them. And again, I make tinctures with all of my herbs. So let's start with the lavender. Nope. Rosemary. Rosemary. Yes, rosemary. So this is one of my baby rosemary plants right here. Listen, the aroma from this is just amazing. I cook with this. I dry the leaves and I infuse them in oils again to use for my skin, for my hair, because it has a lot of it's anti-inflammatory, a lot of antioxidants. It's just great all around. It's medicinal. So yeah, this bad boy, my monster of a rosemary. When I prune it, I don't know if this one's perfect. I prune the new growth, because sometimes when you prune the woody stalk, it will stop there and then shoot out. Yeah. And my third rosemary is actually in a companion pot with this white sage, because they have similar needs. So I usually I kept them together, and it's actually doing well because it was struggling a bit by itself. So I decided to, give it some help, put together with my white sage. My white sage, well, one of them, it looks like it's struggling, but it's not. There's a lot of new growth on it. For this, oh my god, my knees, I can't, Jesus. I have no knees, man. Yeah. So my white sage, I tend to, when I do harvest it, what am I gonna say? Yes, I do smudging as well. Some people believe in such smudging, some don't. Some say it's good, it releases negative energy, it cleanses your space. I love the scent, and it's really soothing and it's calming. But a lot of Native Americans really use these. This is a word of advice: if you see them growing out in nature, especially in like California, Mexico, that side, let them grow, let them just flourish and leave, because too many people have been picking them when they're out in their natural element. This I bought from a plant shop in Japan. And let me just show you my other sage plant. Here we go. This bad boy is huge, and you can see it has so much new growth. The velvety, the scent, as I'm touching it right now, oh gosh, it smells so good. It's so good. It's so good. Yes, the lavender peeking out. But we have one more sage plant. This is so rare and it's so beautiful. This is the Salvia discolor, and it's actually native to Peru, and it's sometimes called Andean silver sage or Peruvian black sage. And it's called black sage because the flower it produces looks black. It's actually not black. It's a deep purple plant. Well, deep purple flower. And it's also culinary, so you can use it to season your meats, you can use it in tinctures, you can make a tea out of it. By the way, disclaimer, sage, well, excessive amount of sage can be poisonous, so be careful when you're using it in your tinctures and in a concentrated form. Ignore the little rustiness panda so yeah, so the apartment come, yeah, so it's actually what second, I think that's the word, meaning that it vines or grows without a trellis, so it doesn't need this, but this is there for its protection from me, because when I tend for walk, I tend for just kick over and bare things. I'm gonna want to break it, so I put it in this for its own protection, but it doesn't actually need it. Let me see if I can show you. See, it's standing on its own. This one isn't even resting on the thing. This one is, it's there by itself, right? So yeah, and this I also got at Nagoya Garage, and this is the name of it if you want to get it as well. It's extremely rare. It's even rare in Peru, so I don't know how Japan get it, but yeah, I just scoop it up. I feel like I wanted another one as well, just to make a companion plant to it. Do not ask me where I'll put it. I don't know where I will put it, but I'll figure it out and find a place to put its sister. Okay. I'm moving along to my amazing lavender plants that are actually flowering, and I will be harvesting these soon actually, so that I can dry the flowers, and so I can make my tinctures, I can make my tea, I can infuse it in my oils for my skin, for my hair, so I can get working on making my soaps and my body butters and my balms. It's so soothing. Like the scent, what I do sometimes is I dry the flower and even some of the leaves, because the leaves actually carry the scent as well, and I put them in a little cotton packet thing that I make, and I put it inside of my pillowcase, so when I'm sleeping it's so calming and it's soothing. And I actually have one, so this is one, and the bigger one here, and oh no, they're getting tangled. Okay, and I have a smaller one that's still in its little baby pot. I do need to transplant them. However, because of this whole time, the coronavirus, etc., it's really difficult. I don't want to go out and get supplies and put myself at risk, put others at risk. So I'm kind of hoping that they will wait a little until it's safe enough for me to go out and get my supplies. All right, let's see if I can get it. I think that's it for my herbs. Oh, honorable mention, it's not a herb, however, because let's give you a view while I move. Because of its medicinal benefits, let me show. Oh my god, truth is I just broke it. No. Sugar foot with ice cream and cherry on. Like, I'm upset. Like, this is one of the struggles of having a balcony garden. You have to be super careful where you walk, when you walk, because listen, let me just put it there, so because this is why we can't have nice things. All right, let me see if my bottom will not break anything else while I stoop down. Let's check. Okay, so I have 2 eucalyptus plants. Now, eucalyptus, especially in this time, eucalyptus is used, it helps with cold and fevers, and this is America plant. I have 2. It says yukari, sorry, in katakana. Both of them I actually bought as the seedlings. They do need to be, no, not yet. I actually transplanted them out of their pots and they're doing well. I dry the leaves, and use I use them like sometimes as aroma inside the house. When I'm taking a shower, I will hang the leaves in the bathroom, and the steam will release the products or the chemicals and properties in it, and it really clears out any kind of congestion, my nasal passage, anything that I need to clear out. And I actually have eucalyptus essential oil, but it tends to be a bit strong, so if I need like a smaller dosage, I will just make like a little bit of a brew from the leaves and add it to like a lemon tea or something. So my baby, actually it's usually here, so let me put it back before I damage it some more. And again, sprinkled around the base, sorry, this is my thing, is my baby basil. Look at them, they're coming up so nicely, my baby basil. And over here at the base of this pepper plant that I just broke, I want to cry, oh god. You see all these basil plants? I'm going to have to either transplant some or maybe just leave them as they are, but they're a little bit crowded though. Yeah. Alright, so those are my herbs. I really hope you enjoyed my herbs. Next up, I will show you all of my fruits.